So I just finished printing this beautiful statue of Mephisto from 3D Wicked Art, and now we got to bring it to life by slapping some paint on it. So as you can see, this thing has a lot of skulls on it. So today I'm going to show you a quick and easy way how to paint these. So what's up everybody? In today's video we're going to use this Mephisto statue from 3D Wicked Art, and I'm going to show you how to paint skulls. That's right, what better video to have with Halloween right around the corner, and you know that you always have a statue or miniature or something out there that has a skull on it. So this is one of the first things I learned how to paint years ago, and I'm going to show you a quick and simple and effective method that I learned over the years. Let's not waste any time, let's get right into it. So I have painted a lot of skulls over my time. Flaming skulls, even Punisher skulls. Today we're going to learn how to paint skulls without an airbrush. So the front of this has like a logo of this animal skull here with horns and lots of chain and different intricate designs on it. And on each side of it you have these skulls that attach to it that have the antlers and the horns on there. So I think this is what we're going to use for the subject today. We're going to use these two designs right here, and I'm going to show you how to quick and easily paint these up and just make them look awesome. First things first, I have never really seen a completely white skull. I mean, you guess you can paint it whatever, but I'm going to use this bone white game color right here from Vallejo, and this is what we're going to use as our base. All right, so once I got it thinned down, I'm essentially going to start applying a couple of thin coats to this, and we're going to do two skulls. Okay, and after about 3 coats, this is what they look like. I did go ahead and paint the brown on the horns, and the other piece I'm going to wait until I actually get it glued to the other half of the logo, because I'm going to need to do some resin welling on that. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use a brown wash, and we're going to coat the whole entire skull. And if you don't have a brown wash like this, you can make your own. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take this same bone white here, and we're going to go back and dry brush the brown part of the skull, and we're going to pay close attention to the recesses and making sure that we hit the highlights and the edges and stuff on this pretty good. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to use a little bit of off-white to dry brush some of the edges and some of the highlights, as well as like the teeth or some areas like that. So at this point you might want to seal your models. The next step may be a good idea to do that, but I'm not going to seal these because I know what direction I want to head in. But we're getting ready to use some chalk pastels. Our next thing we're going to do is we're going to shave up some black chalk pastels, and we're going to use this for some shading. All right, the next thing we're going to do is take some of that black pastel, and then we're going to start working on the eyes and in the mouth. That's the first thing we're going to do. The next thing we're going to do is shade a little bit into some of the recesses here. And then on this particular model, I'm going to go around the base of the horn where it meets the skull, because I feel like there's a little bit of recess there, maybe a little bit of shading for separation. All right, and once you're done with all of your shading, you got a couple of badass looking weathered skulls. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to seal them. And once we seal them, you're going to see how the colors just pop out. All right, after a little bit of tweaking on the horns, and with the exception of the incompleted antlers up here on the top and the bottom, you got you a couple of nice looking weathered skulls to go with this piece. I think it will suit it just fine. Now, of course, you can do this any way that you want. You can definitely lighten up the skull by adding more layers to your dry brushing, or you can dull it out by not adding as much, and you can tweak it a little bit with the washes that you use. So all in all, this has been a quick, simple method to get you some really decent skulls and weathering them and making them look pretty crisp and clean as far as I'm concerned. All right, everybody, I hope you did get something out of this. This has just been a quick and simple method of doing skulls, painting skulls. Make sure to drop us a like if you like the video, and also consider subscribing to the channel. We are on our road to 10,000 subscribers. And once again, once we get there, we're going to do a really cool giveaway. So make sure you're on board with it, and help out the channel just by simply watching the videos. After this one, go back and watch another one. And I also want to give a big shout out to my patrons. Do not forget, you can also join the Patreon as well. The link is below in the description. And if you're not into joining patrons, I totally understand. Simply support the channel by just watching the videos. All right, so I got a statue I've got to finish here. Until the next video, everybody, stay safe out there. Print, prep, paint, repeat, and we'll see you.